The world is stranger than fiction, with events happening on our planet that defy explanation, things so unbelievable, you'd refuse to believe them if you only heard about them. But when there's footage to prove it, everything changes. Here are 19 moments you wouldn't believe unless they were recorded. Number 19. Massive sinkhole opened up in Japan. In November 2016, a massive sinkhole opened up in the Japanese city of Fukuoka. I'll skip trying to pronounce it. What started as two smaller sinkholes merged into one enormous chasm, 98 feet wide. Thankfully, no one was injured by the sinkhole itself, though it caused power outages, water and gas disruptions, and even led to an elderly woman slipping on stairs due to the power cut. The likely cause was construction on a nearby underground train line. Sinkholes can appear suddenly, swallowing homes and other objects. While they sometimes seem to form out of nowhere, they often develop slowly over years. Sinkholes occur when soluble rocks like limestone dissolve, but human activities can also trigger them. Construction, drilling, and illegal waste dumping can all contribute to sinkhole formation, and when combined with storms and floods, they can become catastrophic. Number 18. Skydiver faints. Skydiving is undeniably risky. Jumping from a plane at thousands of feet requires trust in your gear, especially your parachute. But what if things go wrong, like passing out midair? That's exactly what happened to skydiver Ben Pigeon in 2014. After a midair collision with another jumper, he was knocked unconscious and unable to deploy his parachute. Thankfully, a quick-thinking friend pulled his ripcord just in time, saving him from certain disaster. Number 17. Surfer fights. Australian surfer Mick Fanning had a heart-stopping encounter with two sharks during the J-Bay Open in South Africa. Just as the final began, a shark struck his surfboard, throwing him into the water. Miraculously, Fanning fought back, punching one shark and kicking to escape unharmed. Rescue teams rushed in on jet skis, pulling him to safety as the world watched the drama unfold live. Fanning's mother later called it the most horrifying moment of her life. Unsurprisingly, the competition was cancelled, leaving everyone shaken by the close call. Number 16. Whale protects diver. Even seasoned whale researchers can be caught off guard by extraordinary animal behavior. Biologist Nan Hauer had a terrifyingly close encounter with a humpback whale while studying their behavior in the Cook Islands. To her shock, the whale nudged her with its closed mouth, pushed her along, and tucked her under its fin onto its back. Hauer was terrified, fearing the massive creature's sheer power might endanger her life. However, the encounter took a surprising turn. Reviewing her footage, Hauer noticed a tiger shark lurking nearby. She believes the whale's unusual actions were an attempt to shield her from danger. Such protective behavior isn't unheard of. Humpbacks have been known to save seals and sea lions as well. Number 15. Whale and dolphin played. This breathtaking footage shows a humpback whale spinning through the water as a dolphin leaps over it, creating a mesmerizing scene that feels almost choreographed. Despite moving in their own natural styles, these two species appear to be in perfect harmony. Dolphins, known for their intelligence and social nature, constantly learn and share new skills, making them some of the smartest marine mammals. Scientists are fascinated by their problem-solving abilities, teamwork, and complex communication, which even allows them to grasp abstract concepts. With such remarkable traits, it's no wonder dolphins capture our imaginations. Who knows, if any animal could plan world domination, they might just be the ones to pull it off. Number 14. Whale jumps. In this video, a group of whale watchers gets more than they bargained for when a humpback whale suddenly breaches near their boat. The splash soaks everyone on board, turning their thrilling experience into a soggy adventure. This playful whale is a baby, though humpbacks can grow up to 56 feet long and weigh 44 tons. Just imagine the splash a full-grown adult could make. Number 13. Man falls in sinkhole. Sinkholes can be sudden and destructive, swallowing everything in their path, even people. In 2017, a man in China experienced this firsthand while riding his scooter. A street camera captured the moment the ground beneath him suddenly gave way, forming a sinkhole. Unable to stop in time, he plunged straight into the crater. Remarkably, he survived with only minor injuries. Number 12. Crocodiles on the road. During a flood in an Indian city caused by an overflowing reservoir, rising river waters submerged many areas. This led to crocodiles, typically confined to the river and reservoir, roaming freely through the flooded streets. The video shows stray dogs unaware of the lurking predators, until one crocodile lunges at a dog. Several dogs fell victim to these reptiles, prompting the forest department to step in and capture the crocodiles, returning them to safer locations away from people's homes. Number 11. Sasquatch on dashcam footage. Here's some intriguing footage, supposedly from a truck's dashcam. The clip, captured early on May 30, 2024, shows a driver pulling into a spooky-looking parking lot near the Sunchild First Nation Reserve in Alberta, Canada. As the truck's lights sweep across the trees, they briefly illuminate a strange, hairy figure. Could it be Bigfoot, or just a gorilla mask stuck in a tree? You decide. Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, is a legendary creature said to roam the remote wilderness of North America. Described as a large, ape-like being, it has captured imaginations for centuries. Alleged sightings, footprints, and those infamous blurry photos, yes, even in the age of HD, keep the debate alive. While scientists dismiss it as folklore or misidentifications, believers argue the vast wilderness leaves plenty of room for such a creature to exist. Despite countless searches, Bigfoot remains a mystery. So, is it the shyest creature ever, or just a long-standing myth? Share your thoughts on the footage and the legend in the comments below. Number 10. Bear caught in grease trap. Bear cobs. Bears are naturally curious and always on the hunt for food, so when one came across a grease trap outside a restaurant, it couldn't resist investigating the tempting smell. Unfortunately, it wasn't food, just a filthy, neglected grease trap. While trying to lick the grease inside, the bear got stuck. Exhausted, dehydrated, and overheating under the sun, it struggled for hours, possibly more than 12, without escape. Thankfully, animal rescue teams arrived in time to free the distressed bear and help it recover. Number 9. Child meets. A home security camera captured a tense moment when a 7-year-old boy, Huxley, came face to face with a large black bear on his street. While riding his scooter, Huxley caught the bear's attention, and it charged toward him. Huxley stood still, staring at the bear, which paused and did the same. A neighbor noticed the encounter, raised their arms, and moved toward the bear, eventually chasing it away. Huxley had been told to stay calm in such situations. If you ever find yourself in a similar scenario, experts recommend staying calm, making yourself look bigger, and avoiding running, as that could prompt the bear to chase you. Number 8. Giant squid attack. Surfing is already risky enough with sharks, surprise waves, speedboats, and more, but now add giant squid to the mix. One surfer accidentally got his leash tangled in a massive squid, and when he tugged at it, the squid came along for the ride. Not surprisingly, it wrapped its tentacles around his board. While this might seem like an attack, the squid probably would have minded its own business if left alone. Anyway, let's move on. Number 7. Dolphins and surfers. Despite our human-centric view of the world, it's clear that we're not the only ones here. The planet is home to other creatures that enjoy it, even though we've caused significant damage. In this video, human surfers share the waves with dolphins, who seem to take just as much pleasure in leaping through the surf. It's a brief but beautiful moment of harmony between people and the animal kingdom. Number 6. Kangaroo shakes hands. 2 men rescued a kangaroo from a freezing river in Australia, and it appeared the kangaroo was offering a handshake as a thank you. But that's likely not the case. Kangaroos sometimes enter water to escape threats, like the big men on bikes. They even use water to defend themselves, trying to drown larger opponents. Of course, these rescuers made sure to film the whole thing and share it online, joining the millions of questionable rescue videos. So, is this handshake real, or just staged for views? Share your thoughts in the comments, I know you want to. Number 5. Hippo attacks 3 lions. Typically, a lion would easily defeat most animals, and with 3 lions, victory seems guaranteed. But not this time. The lions are venturing into the territory of an animal known for its aggressive tendencies. Hippos, though mostly herbivores, can be unexpectedly dangerous. They consume up to 80 pounds of grass daily and occasionally scavenge dead animals, sometimes even other hippos. A hippo will show anger by opening its mouth wide or charging at threats. While they may appear cute, they're incredibly aggressive, especially in water. And in this case, the hippo swiftly drives the lions away from the watering hole, leaving them looking less impressive than usual. Number 4. Car with giant bull. As a passenger, you don't see this every day. Footage shows a man driving his massive 2,200-pound bull, Howdy Doody, in the passenger seat of his car through Norfolk, Nebraska. Police were stunned after receiving reports of a vehicle with a cow inside, and it turned out to be true. The owner had removed the roof of a 1996 Ford Crown Victoria, a retired police cruiser, to fit his bovine friend. He had driven the bull around before without issue but hadn't received approval from the Nebraska State Patrol, which is required for transporting animals in retrofitted vehicles. Number 3. Train spotter almost killed. You'd think someone passionate about locomotives would be aware of the dangers of fast trains, but not this guy. While filming a slow, old steam train in Thurston, Suffolk, UK, he almost got hit by a high-speed train. The video, taken by a fellow train spotter, almost captured a tragedy instead of the intended footage. As the steam train rolls by, the man is so focused on it that he stands dangerously close to the tracks. He doesn't notice the speeding modern train approaching from behind until it's almost too late. Thankfully, he narrowly escapes being struck, looking as though he was inches from disaster. Number 2 hurdler dives over the line. Infinite Tucker, an unforgettable athlete with a name to match, made a memorable mark at the SEC Outdoor Championships. In the final meters of the 400-meter hurdle race, Tucker, racing against his Texas A&M teammate Robert Grant, leaped headfirst over the finish line to claim gold. After finishing, he explained that he was diving toward his girlfriend in the stands, not focused on the win itself. He humbly credited his teammates for their hard work as well. Number 1 alligator climbs fence. I'm not sure why this made the evening news, but here we are. In this brief video, an alligator climbs over a fence. Honestly, how did people think alligators got into swimming pools in Florida? They don't fly or levitate, and they're not digging tunnels. They just climb over fences, because they're pretty clever animals. So here's a surprisingly cute clip of an alligator making an undignified belly flop on the other side. That's all for today's unbelievable internet videos. Which one blew your mind, and which fell flat? Let me know in the comments, and check out the other cool stuff on the screen. See you.